Joy, joy, joy. This is Swami the Orange Cowboy, and just came back from walking in paradise, and I felt some hunger, so I decided to cook. And cooking in paradise involves cooking Ayurvedically. So that was just a quick glance there. Right now I am cooking oatmeal. So, well, that doesn't sound Ayurvedic. Actually have to be careful because it's already sticking to the bottom. I think it's just about done. You might notice that if you're observant and if you're an oatmeal aficionado, you'd say that looks kind of orange. And that is the secret of Ayurvedic cooking. One of the secrets. So we have the secret shelf right here. I'm using coriander, cardamom, and turmeric today. That's what I'm cooking with. And I will just preface this Cooking with Paradise show by saying everything I talk about is for entertainment and educational purposes only. It's not intended to treat, diagnose, prescribe, or cure any condition. So with that said, coriander in Ayurveda says it's a very, very good for digestion. And it's cooling for fire people, for pitta people. And cardamom, as is also good for vata people. It's warming, I should say. It's warming, cooling, it's neutral. It's good for all three doshas. Cardamom is a little bit better for pitta, but still, they're both very, very good for digestion. And turmeric, of course, now everybody knows the value of turmeric as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, and it's kind of like helps just about every condition possible. So that's what I've cooked with today. Right in here, it's a little orange. I have to eat orange foods. And here's a little tip I found. If it starts to scorch the bottom, and you turn it off, if it isn't too bad, it actually unmelts, it uncovers. So now you could see the bottom, it's not sticking anymore. So that's a little tip. Now, if it gets really stuck on there, another tip I found is you take all of this and you put it in the bowl, and then you add some more water back into this pan, into this pot, and then boil that water, and that will loosen up the food. And if it's not burned, then you can eat that too, so you don't have to throw it out. So that is a cooking tip. It's not Ayurvedic, it's Swami, something I discovered. I've had some almonds. I keep Ayurvedically, they say it's good to have about 5 almonds at a time. And here you see the skins on it. Usually they say soak them overnight and peel off the skin because there's a slight trace of arsenic in the skins of almonds. Almonds is one of those foods in Ayurveda. One of the beautiful things about Ayurveda is it talks about spirituality. And even in the foods, there are certain foods that are spiritual. And maybe I'll do a whole show on that. Almonds are one of the spiritual nuts. Of the nuts and seeds, only a few are called spiritual. And they grow right here in this all-natural glass jar. No, I'm kidding. I just store them in a glass jar. This is another Ayurvedic condiment that's now become ubiquitous, Himalayan salt. And so I put a little Himalayan salt in there just to get it to bubble. I then added cane sugar. Let me get my cane sugar out so you could see that. Sucanat is what I use. That's the company name, which means sugar cane naturally. Sucanat, sugar cane naturally. And it's just dried sugar cane. And I've been using it for years and years and years, for several decades. And I just love it. In Ayurveda, there's a lot of research, and I have this discussion with a friend of mine who says all the research he reads says sugar is bad for you. I said, well, first off, they're researching white sugar, and so I agree. He says, in Ayurveda, for certain doshas, sugar is actually needed as one of the tastes. So we won't go into that. It's a whole nother show. Right now, I am serving myself my golden oatmeal, organic. I eat everything organic when possible. Obviously, if I go out sometimes, it's not possible. And I'm going to put the phone down just for a second so I can scoop out the rest of that bowl. Let me see if I could get a little production value there. Oops, what happened? There we go. Different camera angle there. Okay, take camera 2. Okay, so camera 2 is over there. You see I'm just getting all, I don't know why, but I think the best is at the bottom. It's like Winnie the Pooh. He wanted to check his honey pot and make sure there was no cheese in it. And at the beginning, he was very happy because there was no cheese when he tasted the honey. But then he thought, you never know, because there could be cheese at the bottom. So he had to eat all the way to the bottom of the honey jar to make sure. So now, I'm going to show you something else that I do. I have 2 choices. I like to add something to this. You can use organic butter. You can use coconut oil. And this is organic. It's also fair trade. So it's 2 good things in one. So I'm plugging Dr. Bronner's here. This is the only organic ghee company that I know of. It's in the health food stores anyway. And I knew the owners before they sold it to the bigger, I don't know who owns it now, somebody else owns it. Really nice people. They started this many years ago. So anyway, it's called Purity Farms. That's it. So, oh yeah, it's right there, Organic Valley. I don't know who owns it. It just says it right in front of my nose. So Organic Valley has lots of good products. It used to be called Purity Farms ghee, and they sold it. And this very smart thing they did here, starting a ghee company, brought it all over the country. It's in every health food store I ever go to that carries ghee. This is what they carry, the one and only. So again, I won't go into what ghee does or what coconut oil does, but I like to put something in my food. Usually I'll have ghee at lunch and coconut oil for breakfast, if I have breakfast, or I'll have coconut oil for dinner. So I'm going to take some coconut oil, just about a spoon of it, and there we go. That's that. And we'll mix that up and eat that very soon. And I also, as I said, I don't know if I said it, but I put sucanat into the oatmeal. And the last thing I did was I got some water. And this is another Ayurvedic tip. When you store water in copper, the energies of the copper come into the water, and then you have copperized water, which is very good. It's very much cleansing. I will go into detail in another episode. So I have the copper water. I put it, this is a gift that my Toastmaster friends gave me. Orange, an orange jar with an orange owl. Where's the owl? There's the owl. There's the owl. Woo, you, whoo, you, whoo, you, whoo, you. Who am I? Who am I? Okay, enough. A little too silly. And it came with an orange straw and an orange cap. So I put some organic lime juice. I love lime juice. It's really good. And I put that in here. It's a concentrate with the copperized water. And that is my meal. So I'm going to have my breakfast now and wish you all good health, wellness, and joy, and make your kitchen paradise. Enjoy cooking in paradise. Cook as if you're in paradise. And guess what? We will be. Okay, thanks for tuning in, friends. Leave your comments, anything you want me to talk about. cooking in paradise, or walking in paradise, or anything else in paradise. Joy, joy, joy.